Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, January the 6th, 2016. Israel police are now said to be focusing the search for wanted terrorist Nashat Milhem to the northern part of the country. The search for Milhem, who shot and killed 2 people at a bar in Tel Aviv and then a cab driver in the city on Friday, is in its 5th day. Early this morning, Police Commissioner Inspector General Roni Al-Sheikh deployed large numbers of police to a group of several Arab towns in Israel's north, including Arara, where Milhem is from, Kfar Kara, Baka al-Garabia, and El-Fachem, an area which borders the Green Line and is known as the Triangle. Milhem's father, Mohammed, meanwhile, remains under arrest. 2 Jewish Israeli teenagers were indicted today for allegedly severely beating a Palestinian man in an attack that left the man unconscious. The incident took place near the West Bank settlement of Kochav HaShachar on May the 13th of 2014. The 2 teens, who are now aged 15 and 18, were charged with aggravated assault and illegal possession of a knife. The Auschwitz-Birkenau Museum and Memorial in Poland announced this week that 2015 was a record-breaking year for visitors to the site. Over 1.72 million people visited the memorial last year, saying the new mark breaks the standard of 1.534 million set last year. Of that figure, the top amount of visitors, 425,000, were from Poland, 220,000 from the U.S., followed by Germany, Italy, Spain, and Israel, the Czech Republic, and the Netherlands. Museum and Memorial Director Piotr Chewinski said that going through the remnants of the former camp does not constitute only a history lesson, it is also the moment of unique reflection on our own responsibility for the shape of our world nowadays. Veteran Jewish lawmaker Steve Israel announced yesterday that he is retiring. The Long Island Democrat is one of the most senior Jewish lawmakers in the U.S. House of Representatives. Israel said he will not seek re-election this November, and that while he hopes to continue to be involved in public service, it was time to, quote, pass the torch. The Jim Joseph Foundation has announced over $6.3 million in new grants for Jewish education. The San Francisco-based foundation has awarded nearly $400 million in grants since it was established 10 years ago to organizations that help create effective and compelling Jewish learning experiences for youth, teens, and young adults in the U.S. Among the grant recipients this year, pluralistic New York City yeshiva Machon Hadar, B'nai B'rith Youth Organization, and the Jewish Emergent Network Rabbinic Fellowship in Jewish Innovation, where rabbinic fellows will spend 2 years learning under senior rabbis and executive directors from Jewish communities that include Ikar in Los Angeles and Lab Shul and Romemu in New York City, among others. A grant was also given to the Israel Advanced Academic Workshops, which is a pilot program to develop workshops at Israeli universities for faculty and senior administrators from universities around the U.S. The Jerusalem Post reports that Israel's consulate in Philadelphia is set to close, one of several cost-saving measures announced by the Foreign Ministry. The Philly consulate was initially set to close 2 years ago. However, that decision was canceled following a campaign led by the Jewish community in the city and local politicians to keep it open. Aside from the consulate office in the city of brotherly love, Israel currently has consulates in 8 U.S. cities. They are in New York, Boston, Miami, Atlanta, Houston, Chicago, and L.A., and San Francisco, as well as the embassy in Washington. The other cuts will reportedly shut down the Israeli embassies in Belarus and El Salvador, as well as the consulate in Marseille. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight, Wednesday, January the 6th at 7 o'clock, the American Jewish Committee celebrates the 50th anniversary of the Vatican document Nostra Aetate, with remarks by Archbishop of New York, Cardinal Timothy Dolan, and the AJC's Noam Marins. Then at 8 o'clock, Marins, together with Elena Procario Foley of Iona College, reflect upon the significance of the landmark document and discuss the future of Jewish-Catholic relations. That's in a program of AJC Westchester Fairfield and Iona College. At 9, the AJC's Rabbi David Rosen talks about the relationship between Jews and the Vatican with Mark Golub on L'chaim. And at 10, Israeli author Yossi Klein Halevi talks about social safety versus civil rights. And coming up right after this newscast tonight, Thinking Out Loud with Micah Halpern. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, January the 6th, 2016. I'm Teisha Bader.